Hi, my dear. Long time no see.
That was
Nanonood pa
very
rin.
explosive, huh?
I
That
know.
oh my word, amazing girls.
I know. So I'm sure sumasayaw ka sa backstage.
Yes, I was.
So from that entertaining part at nakaka-inspire na segment ng One You Connect, dadako naman po tayo sa more serious business because this is the very first time that we will have this format of Immigration 101 with Solicitor Crystal Diaz. And we will have a different format because Crystal will share the experience, share the journey of this Filipina who had an immigration problem and then paano po nasulba o nagkaroon ng solusyon ang problema na yan.
Hello po, ako nga si Crystal Diaz. I'm a qualified solicitor. I specialize in immigration and family law. Now, I started my journey with this lady as an immigration lawyer. That was in 2009. I started actually my immigration law firm in 2008. And in 2009, she approached me. So basically, this lady is a typical overseas OFW. So she's an overseas Filipino worker, and her journey is it's so relatable sa mga kapwa nating Filipino who left Philippines to find a better life abroad. So it wasn't an easy journey for her. She had to go through tough times. And I'm so proud that she finally made it dito po sa UK, and she's about to become a British national. So I would like to welcome po si Janet Enrile and her son Ralph. Hello, Janet and Ralph. Hello. Janet, can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yes, yes.
Oh, thank you so much for joining me dito po sa segment ng One You Connect Immigration 101. And I'm so proud of you, Janet, and I'm so proud of you, Ralph. You're a grown man, and you have beard and everything. Bless
Grown
you.
up.
Okay, but you know what? The journey here in the UK has not been easy for you, especially Janet.
No.
And I would like, thank you very much for joining the program. And thank you that you're about to share to us your journey as an OFW. So you started in Cyprus, correct?
Yes.
So you left Philippines, you started in Cyprus, and then you spent a bit of time in Italy. So tell us about your time in Italy.
Okay. Because I'm from Cyprus, and I met this Italian family, which they have become my second employer, because but before that I have really hard time with the Cyprus employers, and then the Italian diplomat have really rescued me from that, and then they learned to love me as their family. They took me all the way to Italy, and there my life begins really, really good until until the day that I move out, because they said to me that, but I owe them. I am so grateful with them because they put me in Italy, and then it's my dream. For me, it's a dream that I said to myself, one day I will bring my family here, and I'm so proud that they really put me in a very, very nice position, and they give me a papers. But then after 5 years working with them, and they said to me, Janet, I think we can't afford to look after you anymore, so it's time for you to find a new job. And I was really crying that because they are my family in Italy. So I look after an old man with his son, and a son with a brain problem, but they also may become my family, and they are a really good family. And also after that, it's become really hard, because then I met Christian's Ralph's father, and then the life goes upside down.
Mm.
And then I was
Okay.
at with my son here, carrying all
So,
by my
so Janet, so you gave birth to Ralph in Italy,
in Italy.
and
Yes.
during that time, what happened to his dad?
He doesn't want to take me because he said he's loved children, but he's not ready to have a child yet. So I said, okay, it doesn't matter because I think I can take care of him, and all I do is just talk to my employer, which is
Mhm.
really really amazing because they really said to me, yes, you have another life with you. We will accept you with your child. Stay with us. And then I told them I will always prioritize my job even though I have a baby here with me. So I look after old man, I look after my son, and then it's only the time that it really gave me hard life when the old man that I am looking after is Dr. Alberto Miloni. That's one in the picture over there. And when he get really very very ill and he really need to be in a hospital and I need to be there with him because he doesn't like nurses. He asked the doctors that I want my Janet, not nurses. So I
You're
end
an
up
amazing lady. I mean,
I
you
end up
obviously,
taking
as a
up,
single,
yeah, yeah.
so you're a
I
single parent po. So,
uh,
unfortunately, it's just sad that Ralph's dad was not in the picture. But
no, no.
then you, as a strong lady, you raised him up as a single parent. But you
Yes,
decided to bring over Ralph to the UK because you have a family in the UK, right?
yes. My whole family here are British. My mom is here. My dad passed away here. And it's always only sad that my dad didn't see him, but my mom is the one who looked after him while I do my job. You see, I travel Italy and England before, and then after that I realized it's not gonna be working like this. I need to be with my son full time. So I said to my employer, this is gonna break your heart and my heart. I wanna go with my son. So I said I am going to London, to United Kingdom, and be with my son. So
So
I am,
when you came to UK, Janet, so tell us your journey because obviously you cannot stay here for longer because of your visa. So
yeah.
what has happened then? Ano
Before
po
we came,
nangyari?
yeah, before we came here, I went to the British Embassy in Italy and I asked for a visa, and they said that because I have a good employer that who really give me a good background, they give me a multiple visa for 5 years, which is they said to me I can't stay. I have to leave every now and then. I cannot make it stay for good.
Mhm.
So the journey that I have done in when I came here is that okay, I decided, my family said, you have to find someone to help you to stay for good here because you can't leave your son here. I said, I know. So that's the time that one of a friend of my family introduced me to this man, which he said to me, he gave me like 90%, 95% that he can do my documents. He said he can help me stay here for good. You see, because I came from Italy, but he didn't say to me anything else. But he just say, "Okay, just give me all your documents, and then I will see what I can do." And I said, "Okay." So I'm because I'm so trusted. You see, so I have never really happened to me like this. So I gave him 100% of my trust, and then once he's holding my documents, the only thing he come up with me is that he didn't give me anything to sign or form, any type of forms. He didn't give me anything. He just say, okay, this document is okay, so okay, so you can I can contact you with like this, but you have to give me money. Okay, so I said, okay, okay, how much? So he just tell me this, and then okay, and then he just said to me, do this in a transfer. So that's what I
Hmm.
do. He just gave me his number, and I transfer, go to the bank and transfer the money that he asked me, and then he asked me twice money, and
So
then
so Janet, hindi mo siya alam kung qualified siya to help
no,
you.
No,
No. So
so
you trusted him. You didn't know who, that he was qualified, so you just let him do all the paperwork.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so unfortunately, nothing happened, right?
Nothing. When
Yes.
I fully gave him the money and then the documents, my heart was really pounding, and I said, "Oh
Mm.
God, please, this is going to be my last journey now. I really want to be in this country."
But it's
So
not easy for you, Janet, kasi
no,
I remember Ralph also
no,
had to have a surgery, right?
yes, yes,
Because Ralph is not
no,
well when he
because
was little.
yeah, because he's supposed to have the surgery in Italy, but I put him back here in England because I really want to is to live here. During the
Mm.
time he need to have the operation at the Great Ormond, he's still allowed because he was still carrying documents from Italy, so he's still
Mhm.
allowed to have an operation here because I have completed my documents from Italy, and they said
Mm.
he is allowed to have a medical attentions here. But
Mhm.
then at he stayed in the hospital, they asked me another extensions. So they asked me to the doctor in the hospital. He gave me letter and took it to the home office, and then they asked me this, but they didn't ask me to pay anything. But I just say my document is with this guy, and
Mm.
I'm not hearing him anything yet at the moment. But they said, okay, you are totally fine, okay. So
Mhm.
and because
Well,
the
that's the trouble, wasn't it, Janet? Kasi this guy you approached, he took your passport, everything. So you cannot really produce any IDs to anyone, to the
no,
hospital. So it was very stressful time for you, right?
God, I don't sleep the day I hand over my documents to him. I have never ever have a good sleep. Every now and then
Mm.
I pray. I said, God, please, please let me hear his voice, because he stopped calling me on the day that I hand
Mm.
in my documents, my money, and then after that I have never heard him. He
Can I
have
just
never.
have a quick word to with Ralph, because Ralph is there next to you. Hello, Ralph. Just say a quick hello. And this is
Hello.
the young boy who actually, I mean, I saw his pictures when he was a baby, when he, when he was little, and my heart, went out to you, because your mom said to me that you're gonna have a surgery. You were so small then, but look at you now. So yeah, you are looking very well. So they
Yeah,
say, and you're
yeah.
now well settled in the UK.
I'm
But
so
you know
proud.
what? Your
I
your
am.
mom did go through a
Yeah.
lot. Kasi you know that because of that situation with this immigration advisor, supposed to be, who's supposed to be looking after your papers, just disappeared, right, Janet?
Yes, yes, he is. He is.
Mm.
And I even traveled all the way to his office in Coventry. And
In
when I applied
Coventry, oh my goodness.
in Coventry, first,
So what
first
made you so you came to me, right? So there was
before,
no hope in finding him.
no, because that's time that when I went to Coventry and I said, this is the last straw I'm going to do. I'm going to find him. Because I
Mm.
am calling his mobile phone, I'm calling his office, no one is giving me any reply. So why I
Mm.
said, I'm taking my son, I'm traveling all the way to Coventry. So I took my son to the Coventry. I paid the one-way ticket back to Coventry. And then at the end, we found the place empty. Oh my
Oh
God!
my god.
Myself. Oh my God!
Yeah.
I cried.
So you must have panicked. So you didn't know where else to go.
Yeah.
So you
Yes,
had
because
to find another way to deal with
no,
your immigration
no, no.
situation. So
I am
let's move fast forward, because we can talk about your situation all day, but we only have a few minutes left. And, but the main thing is that
I
finally we got your immigration status sorted out, right? And
yeah.
we applied in 2009, and
I
then in 2016 you had your indefinite leave, right,
yes.
Janet? You took
That
your
is my
English language
dream.
test and your life in the UK test,
Go
and
for
then you passed them both, and then you actually was granted indefinite leave. Now,
yes.
in December, so in February this year, 2020, the
Now
year of pandemic. Now
yes.
we made an application before everything
Yeah.
shut
I'm so
down.
grateful that before the pandemic, the lockdown, my documents is with the home office already.
Yes,
After
yes,
After
So we
finishing
applied.
it,
So we sent all the we sent the application. Now, when you make an application sa home office for a British naturalization, you can use your old documents, your life in the UK test and English language test. So we
yeah,
sent it off to the home office. Now I'm
yes,
just waiting, summarizing what happened when during the application. So
yes,
our argument was that those documents were acceptable to the Home Office when we made the application for British naturalization. And
yeah,
guess what? The Home Office said the English language test is not acceptable because it expired already. So what we did, you booked straight away the by Janet for
yes.
the English language test. So you tell us all about that.
Yeah, then I received an email from the home office and said to me that we can't accept your application unless you do another English speaking and listening exam. So
Yeah.
I panicked and I quickly contacted you if you receive anything. So I said, oh my God, this is not happening. And this is now in a lockdown. So what am I going to do? So I contact the Trinity College. I contact you first, the
Mm.
solicitor, yes, you. And then I said, oh my God, this is not happening. They said to me, I have to do another exam. And then so I said, I make a call at the Trinity College when you gave me all the list. And most of them are not responding because of the virus. And I said, oh my God, please give me another chance. Say, I said, this is the last one I'm going to call. Please let him answer my call. And when I rang him and he said to me, hello, and I said, oh my God, thank you so much. He said, why? I said, I need to book an exam for speaking and listening. He said, okay, I will give
It's
you a date.
B1 level. Kapag
Yeah,
mag-apply po kayo ng British
yeah.
naturalization, it has to be
I
B1
said, then
level.
he asked me for what? I said, it's for British nationalities. Then he said, okay, you just go and follow these things. And what documents you have? What do you want to use for your application? I said, I want to use my indefinite. And he said, okay, take a picture both side, front and back, and send it
Mm.
to me, and I'll send you the link. Then we will give me your email and contact number, and then you pay for it, and then I will send you after a week. Because of this pandemic, we can't just give you your reply, so you have to
Mhm.
wait for another week or more to give you your confirmations. So I
Okay.
said,
So
okay,
finally though, nag-book kayo ng 24th of July, correct?
yes,
Right.
that's the
Now this is the stinger though, Janet. Before you
yeah.
went for
Yes,
your exam, the Home Office
yes,
granted your British naturalization.
I said, oh my God,
Before you actually took your exam, they accepted the test. That's the certificate that we sent. So now you've got it. But just quickly though, because we only got a few minutes left. So when, because this is the pandemic, we there is you have to observe social distancing. On the day of your exam, quickly po, anong nangyari?
quickly on the day of the exam, I have to wait outside, and because they have to bring in only 3 people at the time, and you have to make sure you have cover face on yourself, you have mask on it, and they keep on asking you to don't touch anything until they tell you what to do. And then when the time they called me, I was saying, oh my God, finally I am here after an hour, more than an hour, two I was there. And then they said, okay, this is it. And then the exam is not even a person. It was a webcam. The interviewer, the examiner
In
was
the
on.
building. So you're actually in the building,
I
and
was
then
building.
nobody actually turned up in person, but it was
No,
through a webcam.
I was on the webcam. Only there is the staff who guiding you to go here. You wait there. You make sure you have your face covering. You make sure on and off they give you the hand gel, and then they clean the room before you go in, and then you will see this examiner on the video cam, and then and then
How
that's
long did
it.
how long po it took nga yung
It
to
takes
take yung
it maybe
exam?
takes you 2 minutes, but the processing it takes you at least 2 hours. The process, because of the pandemic, they don't allow you to go in all the time. All once they call you, then you go in. But the exam is 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So you
10 minutes.
actually passed the B1 level exam,
Yes,
which you didn't
yes.
need. You
It's
did not need at all in the end. So it's a good experience for to tell our viewers exactly what happens inside the building. This is through Trinity College. Was it in Hammersmith? Did you take the exam in Hammersmith? So it's just really giving the viewers idea, what to expect when they enter the building to take the English language test. So you
when
passed it.
when
Now,
you yeah yeah
so
yeah
basically, what we're waiting for from the Home Office is a letter of invitation, because that's the last part. You have to swear your allegiance to the Queen. So you're supposed to get a letter of invitation to for the oath taking. Pero po, your town hall, you said it's closed at the moment, right?
yeah, still closed. They're not opening yet, but they said they might start opening now by I think this week or next month. But so that's just things. I have to just wait.
Wait. Well, thank you very much, Janet. I mean, this is like the you had a very long story to tell, but we only have to really compress it for within that 15 minutes, 20 minutes time that I've been given. But I would
Yeah.
like to thank you very much for sharing your story. A typical OFW who had to go through trials and tribulations to get where you are. And
Yes.
I would again thank you very much for joining in. So just to tell everyone, Paul, who's watching the show, that it's always best to find a qualified immigration advisor, a qualified lawyer, to tell you your options, to give you sound advice. If they don't go through the situation with you, they just ask for money. They said that they will give you the world to have the visa. That means they're not genuine. So
Yeah.
please watch out and check first who you're actually instructing to deal with your immigration
Yeah.
application. But also, with Janet, she had to go through this during the pandemic, taking the exams, and it's not it's been a stressful time for her, but she got there in the end. So thank you
Yeah.
very much, Janet.
So much hard work, and I'm so glad that I met the DS. I thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
I owe
Paul.
you.
God bless. All the best.
Thank you. Thank
Salamat,
you.
Crystal. Yes, thank you, Crystal, and thank you, Janet. Before we
Thank
let you go, Janet,
Yeah.
I have
you.
one question because I'm dying to ask this. Nakikinig ako ng bawat detalye ng journey ninyo. Now, my question is this. Because of what she went through, hindi naman pala niya kailangan na mag-exam. Can you
Correct.
sue the Yes, can you sue the home office for that? For asking you that trouble? It's annoying. It's the pandemic. Ang dami nilang mga, di ba? So please answer that, our solicitor. Pwede nyo bang idemanda ang home office?
You can try, but you know what? They'll just ignore you.
For me,
It's
I
not
am
worth the hassle.
Okay.
no.
So yeah, but she got. I mean, the main thing, she's now going to be officially a British national once she pledges her allegiance to the Queen.
Okay. So maraming salamat, Janet, for sharing your story with us. Thank you, Crystal, for your thorough explanation as well. Sana po ay may natutunan kayo at magsilbing inspirasyon ang storya ng buhay ni Janet, pati na rin yung journey nila ng isang matino at mahusay na solicitor para nga magkaroon siya finally ng British citizenship. So, sa susunod na linggo po, ang makakasama naman natin sa Immigration 101 ay ang ating community leader at syempre immigration advisor Jean Alcantara. At iniimbitahan ko po ang ating mga kababayan, kung may problema po kayo sa imigrasyon, ito po ang pagkakataon ninyo to have consultation with our solicitor and our immigration advisor. Email po kayo sa amin or inbox us. So we'll have a short break and we will be back at maririnig na po natin ang inaabangan ninyo, the talent from Ireland, si Fiona, kakanta na po siya, okay? So stay tuned pa rin.
Thank you.